Hi, NA, Jason William Mitchiner Galbraith, GAOMG, and I was able to kill my father. Both my biological mother and biological father hated me for being born. They created me, so it's on them. But I equally want to do everything that I can to destroy them. And the way that I did that with my biological father, which is amazing, is that he was so proud of uh, him being named after the person I wrote my ancestors that I wrote my first book about. And that's pretty much as far as he can go because I'm not a Mitchiner at all. And found out I'm a Stuart and perhaps of the highest royal order. So he could only go this far with our surnames, just about like 5, 6 generations back. And then after that, it stopped. So I was able to use DNA and find out exactly if I am a royal Stuart. And I just submitted this on November 6th, and there were 75 members. Now it just bumped up to 76 members. So I'm hoping that I am that new royal Stuart. And with this Stuart uh, having this marker is that you can read like this guy is who's I'm up against. There's only 76 of us. With chiefs in Scotland right now, there's about 135. So in basically all the world that we know about right now, there's only 76 of us. And I'm going up against like this dude. He's the Duke of uh, I don't even know how to pronounce a lot of the Gaelic words and stuff like that because I'm a displaced warrior Scotsman of the royal bloodline DNA. So I'd be going up against dukes, marquises, earls, all of these people that knew who they were the moment they were born by their royalty and their family and all that type of stuff. I'm coming out of foster care and never knowing who I am and wearing uh, a coat of arms. Also, I'm not a Mitchiner. And do you know if I went to Scotland with that coat of arms, you're not allowed to wear a coat of arms. The only way that you can wear a coat of arms is that it has to be inherited. A coat of arms, to clarify how coat of arms are granted, is that they are inherited. And in case you are not already aware, arms are not granted to a surname, but to an individual person. And the right to bear arms is passed down along the grantee's legitimate male line descendants only. The only way for me to get a coat of arms is for Lord Lion, King of Arms, to bestow that upon me. And of course, I'm coming for all of my castles, titles, and lands, and I'll be coming for that if I'm lucky to be bestowed upon me as well. So I am not a Mitchiner, and that was quite a shock to me, my whole life. And I'll be ripping this coat of arms off, and I'll be putting on, other new things as I find out exactly who I am. This was interesting also is when I was finding out who I am, and this kept coming up, all these Stuarts on my biological father's side. And this dude, his name's Francis Philip Stuart. He's my fifth great grandfather, and he came over 1732 from England to America to South Carolina. And if you're coming over during the Revolutionary War and your name is Francis Philip Stuart, you're going to have a target on your back. All of my ancestors from Stuarts and my maternal side, Galbraith, they were all loyalists. They all fought for England because they were promised to get, if they won, to get all of their castles, titles, and lands back. Of course, they didn't win. And like when I read, this is all for my maternal side. I have all the paper documentation, the DNA. I can trace the surname, goes back forever and ever and ever. With my Stuart on my paternal side, it's all DNA, and it's amazing what they can do. This just talks about it also in the Royal Scotsman, just talking about how that identifiable marker, it's the most identifiable marker they've ever done in genealogy. And you can read about it and everything. And this just talks about my warrior ancestors, also on my maternal side, and how rough it was for them. Because they didn't change their names from Galbraith. And I'm guessing that the Stuart name needed to be changed after the Revolutionary War. With this one, it's during their return, with the struggle between England and the rebellious colonies, they had played the unpopular role of Tories. But if North Carolina was made uncomfortably hot as a place of residence for them by returning heroes, these are warriors, dude, of that war, after peace was declared, then they had to go to Kentucky, and they found no less uncongenial. As soon as they were recognized as ex-Tories and it became known to their neighbors, they were not only completely tabooed socially by their families, but in my instances, and the unfriendliness, we are told, took the form of positive aggression. Like the uncomfortable chestnuts of fabled notoriety. I don't know what uncomfortable chestnuts means, but it doesn't sound good. By coming to Kentucky, they had jumped from the heated oven sheer into the fire. And this is all written not by me, by other people. All of my written documentation on my warrior ancestors. It's amazing. And you can see the Stuart that I'm named after. My direct paternal ancestor is Sir John Stuart, that fought alongside William Wallace and was killed at the Battle of Falkirk. All of these, the 76 other men that also have my marker, they're all my brothers. I mean, really, they're my cousins, but we all came from the same paternal ancestral father. And this is one of the most amazing things I've ever discovered in my life. And I'm excited to go to Scotland and present my book and see how I'm received. Cheers.